So one of the challenges I certainly find with social media is that there's a lot of sort of garbage and noise in there, and not that much really great content. So how does a business deal with the clutter?
Well, again, I would go back to defining social media and what platform you're talking about. If you're looking at, I think that's one of the challenges of Twitter streams and even Facebook streams to some degree. There's a lot of noise. I mean, we're standing in front of this babbling brook here. Speaking of streams, right? And those systems, if you have time, it's basically reinvented a new form of browsing. Right? The internet started with browsing. Search took over as navigation. Social media is now social media browsing, if you will, right? And so it takes some time to navigate that stream of potential noise. And I think the tools are just going to get better and better for filtering that noise based on either people's authority, if you will, or expertise on a given subject, and the relevancy to a specific topic that you might be interested in at that point.
How should the search engines deal with the noise factor? I mean, search engines are their mission is to try to find the relevant stuff and distinguish the relevant stuff that's being published or written by authoritative users, and sort of ignore the stuff that's being written by non-authoritative users.
Well, the authority, there's broad community authority, but then there's also personal network authority. So I think that's one of the challenges, is that finding trusted and relevant information is dependent on each individual and who you talk to. So there may be an authority in a given market, perhaps, but then I also have some authorities within my friend group. And I think that's a big challenge for a search engine. I don't necessarily think that the search engine metaphor is going to carry over. I'd rather think about it as, how do people navigate information? How do they find out about new information? And maybe search is a part of it, but it's not necessarily the only part. And what social media and connectivity is doing is helping people navigate those people who have the most influence on a particular topic in a particular community or role.